Hello guys. So since we've done the introductory class on orthographic projection, I'm just gonna do or read you the problem that we have done in class just to clear any confusion. So this is the problem that we're dealing with uh, today in class. So I'm just gonna read you it just to clarify some things right there. So we said we are going to do this in first angle projection, right? So now, like I said, the arrow in these questions, they are pointing you to the front view of the object, right? I know this also what you were taught, that the biggest side is the front view. That is true if you don't have that arrow, right? But if you have an arrow, the arrow is always pointing you to the front view, right? So if you don't have the arrow, then you can choose the biggest side as your uh, front view, right? So now for this question, just start with more space there. All right. So we're just going to draw that division right there. Like that. The 45 degrees line. Right. Now this question, we have the front view. And then I said, whenever you have the front view with that arrow, whatever it is that is left should be the left view. If the front view is this side on the right, that means this is the left view. If the front view is here on the left, that means this is the right view, right? So it means here what you're going to come up with is the front view, right? The top view and the left view, right? Okay. So now you have to sort of decide, where are you going to start? Are you going to start on the left view? Are you going to start on the front view? Or are you going to start on the top view? Sometimes it's more convenient to start in the front view or the left view or the top view. It depends on the question, right? But then looking at this question, you can literally start anywhere, right? Now, I'm just going to start on the left view, right? Now, this is our left view, this side. I said the observation on this type of question is supposed to be 0 degrees or 180 degrees relative to the object. If maybe we are observing the front view, the observation is supposed to be 0 or 180 degrees relative to the object. If we're observing the front view, it's supposed to be 90 degrees relative to the object, right? Meaning, if you're observing the front view from this side, if maybe this point here was point A, right? And this one was point B. If you're observing from this side, it means the only thing that you will see is point A, right? You won't see B because it will be behind A if you are observing it 0 degrees relative to the object, right? Now, if you're looking at it like this as a 3D drawing, you can see A, you can see B right there. But if you're looking at 0 degrees or 180 degrees relative to the object, you won't see B because B will be behind A, right? Now, here we're going to start on our left view, right? So this is the part that we will see only on that view. Now, let us start. Now, I said it doesn't really matter the space between this line and where you start your drawing, right? Just as long as it doesn't touch there. And I really advise that you just take it a bit maybe like 5 or 10 millimeters away from that, right? But you don't really have to measure it. It really doesn't matter. Now, if you put it further away, that's where you'll have a problem, because now you have to project. And if you try to project something that is further away, you see, you won't be able to project it to the other side. So the closer it is to this line, the better for you to project it. So I'm just gonna start it somewhere there. It really doesn't matter, right? The distance between this line and there, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna start it right there with a faint line, something like that. And also like that. So this is where I'm going to start my drawing, right? So it says from this corner right here to there is 90 millimeters, right? So you are simply going to measure 90 millimeters from that corner, like this, from 0 to 90 millimeters. It's right there, right? So now, that point, I'm gonna put the vertical line there until it touches the 45-degree line, just like that. In faint lines, right? In faint lines. Then, now you have the 90 millimeters there. You can make it visible. I'm just gonna use, I'll use a pen to make it more visible, right? Just gonna use a pen, because I'm assuming the pencil is not that visible from the phone. There you go. Right? Now, this side it says 0 to 50 millimeters. So from here to that side is 50 millimeters, right? You're simply going to measure 50 millimeters. There's 50 millimeters. Like this. 50 millimeters is right there. And then what do? You draw a line. Where's that pencil? Right. You go to that point and then you draw a line like this. Just a line like that. And then you can make that line dark, right? This one. Like that. And then from the corner to there is 30 millimeters, right? Now you go and measure 30 millimeters. So 30 millimeters will be right there. Then come. Notice how I'm drawing my lines. Like that, right? Then you can make that one dark as well. Just like that, right? Now we have this part like that, right? This part right here, like that. Now you're gonna need to measure downwards here, from here to there, right? Now, since from here to there is 50 millimeters and from here to there is 20 millimeters, it means it's 50 minus 20, which will give you the remaining there, which is 30, right? So you're going to measure 30. 30, that is 1, 2, 3, right there. Then you come with that, then you draw, right? Then now you can make those lines dark. Sorry, dark. Dark. And right there, right? Now this is our left view, right? Now, when you are given a view, you are supposed to produce what was given. Meaning, if the left view is given like this, né? Okay, first of all, before I say that, I'm sure we can agree that this side and that side on the other side will be identical, right? Now, the difference is this side, the left view, will be facing that way, like this. And the other side, the right view, will be facing this way, right? That is the difference. So now, if you give us this one while we wanted this one, this is wrong, right? Because this one is the right view. We're not looking for that. We're looking for this one, right? So even if they're identical, this is not what we're looking for. We're looking for that. So produce, you're supposed to give us back what we want, what we gave you in the question, right? And then, now that you are done with this, it's not really complete because there are hidden details, right? So now, for now, let's leave it like that and continue to other views. Now you project from here, that side, from here, that side, from here to that side, right? Now you're going to start your front view or your top view there. You can start with either. Let's say we start with our front view. So now we are going to choose to start our front view right there. Trust me, it doesn't matter where you start, right? As long as your drawings are aligned, right? It doesn't matter where you start. This drawing is supposed to be aligned to that. It's supposed to also be aligned to that, right? And this one is supposed to align to that. As long as they are aligned, it doesn't matter where you start, right? So whether this is 50 millimeters or this is 10 millimeters and they're not the same, it doesn't matter. It changes nothing, right? So now I'm going to put it right here, the first line. So now, the front view, we observe it from this side, right? The front view, we observe it from this side. So if we observe the drawing from this side, the front view will appear like this. Let me just use this. Something like that, right? If we observe it like this, 0 degrees relative to the object, right? So now let's start. This side is what? 50 millimeters, right? You come and measure 50 millimeters here from this line, right? The one that you just drew. 50 millimeters, 0, 50 millimeters is right there. Then you do what? You project. These projection lines are very, very important. Do not erase them after drawing. I know that temptation that you'll get to wanna erase them. Do not. Okay. Now, this is 50 millimeters that we're looking for, right? It gives you that, it gives you that, it gives you this, and it also gives you that, right? So you put it there. Like this, and it also gave you that. And it also gave you that, right? Now we're gonna look for this arc right here. Now, I said whenever you have arcs and arcs and circles, you must start with the arcs and circles before you project it to any other part. What do I mean by that? Now, the top view is going to appear like this. Let me show you what I mean by that. The top view will appear like this. Sorry. And then there will be something like that there, and that circle right there. Now, this arc here, it corresponds to this, like that, right? It's not advisable for you to start here and then you project it back to that side. It's good for you to start here and then you project it to that side. Even the circle, you see this circle here, there will be hidden details for that circle right here. It's not advisable for you to start here, right? And what is it? Start with the hidden details here, and then you project them back to this side for you to draw that circle. You're not gonna win in most cases, right? So it's better for you to start with an arc or the circle, then you'll come back to the other projection. Now this is 25, right? And that arc, it's in the middle, right? It's in the middle of that 50. So this is going to be 25. The middle of that 50 is going to be 25 right there. You can just mark it, or you can simply bisect that line. It really doesn't change anything. And then where's my compass? So from there you're supposed to draw an arc that has a 15 millimeters radius. Open 15 millimeters, you put it right there, then you draw. Just like that. And then you come, just like that. And then now you project right there, put it here, project. Sorry, I don't have a rubber here. And then project, right? Like this. Okay. And then the top view, like I said, we'll come back to this. We're not done. There are hidden details there. The top view there, we said it will appear like this, right? Here is the top view. The top view starts here. You see, like I said in class, when you have two views, those two views are supposed to produce the third, even without you measuring the third. These two views are supposed to produce the third. You see, the top view is going to be from here to there, to there, to there, and also there, also there. It's already mapped out for you, right? All you have to do is to just draw. Draw. Like that. Come and put it this side. One thing to note there, your lines are supposed to be parallel always. Just like that, right? And then there is also that right there, this, right? So we're just gonna put it there. It says 20, 20. It's 40 this side and 30 that side. And then it also says it's 10 millimeters from this edge, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to measure 10 millimeters from the edge there, right there. That's 10 millimeters. And then you can just draw a line there, and that line is supposed to be projected upwards, right? You can just project in the meantime. I'll show you what that line is for, right? And then it is what? 40 millimeters. Let me just put this here. It's 40 millimeters from this side, right? So there is 40 millimeters right there. Then you bring it back. just like that. Then you draw. Like that. Like that. There's the box, as you can see right there. So inside there is a hole, right? You see, there's a circle inside there. So we're gonna put that circle right there. So now it shows that that circle is 20 millimeters from the edge of that box. 120 is there, right? Can just put center lines there. Let me just find. There we're going to put center lines. Just like that. And also, there are also center lines from that side. You remember the rule that I told you when we're in class? Center lines may be connected in a single view to show that two or more features lie in the same symmetry, or in the same line, or in the same whatever. But then they should not extend between the spaces, in the spaces between views, right? Meaning this center line for this drawing is supposed to end there. And then the center line for this drawing can start there. This drawing, this center line should end right there, and the other one can start right there, going to that side, if you want to put it like that. If this center line starts here, it's supposed to go up until that side, and this one is supposed to start there and go to that side, if there was a center line there. But in this case, we're not going to entertain that. I'm just saying. So if maybe there was a center line here, you draw it up until there, and the other one will start here and go to that side. They are not supposed to be connected in the spaces between views, right? Just like that. So you see this one, they're in the same line with this one, right? But that one will end there, and the other one will start this side. That one I'm just going to start here now because I only need it here. I'm not gonna put it anywhere else, just there, like that. And you take your compass. That circle is said to be 16 in diameter, meaning the radius is going to be 8, right? And you draw. Great. Right? Now, even that circle is supposed to be projected that side, that side. And also, okay, let me just finish it there. Like that. And also from here, that way, and that way, right? Now let's complete the dotted lines. Let's start from this side. Now this hole right here, okay, this hole right here, and that also space right there, it is what, 8 millimeters deep. This thing is 8 millimeters deep. So what are we going to do? We're going to measure 8 millimeters. This is the line. We measure 8 millimeters. Should be right there. Then you draw. But remember, this is hidden details. Like that. Like that. and also it's supposed to be projected to that side. Don't forget that. Then like that, right? And then the hole, this is the hole, right? This is the hole, and the hole starts here going down. Do the very same thing. Just like that. And then this side as well. Like that. Like that, right? So this, our top view, our left, our front, and then our top view, right?